so I'm going to do this in two parts because I've not mastered joining a video together where it looks like it's all just smoothly introverted into one. I'm going to set up my surroundings so I can do that, but right now let's just call it lazy because it's nothing else but lazy. So there's been a few things that have happened this week. One of them, as you can see, I've had my dead end chopped off. I said last week that person has gone. She has gone. She's not, she's still here, but you understood the concept of that, I'm sure. So a bit of an emotional day today, and I'm not going to lie about that because it's important to be honest about how I'm feeling, because if people are watching this that are going to start a journey, they need to know that how they are feeling is perfectly normal. But there has been a lot of good things that have happened this week, and it's important that we fixate on the positives, which is what I'm beginning to learn about, and what I am understanding, that when you have like a negative part of you, the best thing that you can do is just replace the negative thoughts. And I found that writing in the evenings, instead of, I mean, I'm grateful for my life, and I'm grateful for a lot of things, but what I tend to do is during the day I'll be grateful for things and I'll get emotional about it. I'm quite lucky where I will see, you know, love in things and be so happy that I'm around things. Like it could be something similar as like seeing two people at work being in love. Now that's magical, and I find that really emotional because I get to witness that and I get to see it, and I love that. And at that moment I always feel grateful that that's around. Like as I said at the beginning, I am emotional today. I think it's my time of the month. Actually, I'll probably go as far to say that it is, but that's okay. We're going to carry on regardless. God, yes. Yeah, so there's been a couple of things. New hairstyle. I've also owned my life starting to, and let's just go back to where I was going actually, because we're totally off topic. I was going on about gratitude. So I'm not somebody that's in the evening or in the morning, which I probably may start doing, but right now the importance for me is because I used to always fixate on the negatives throughout the day and what I wasn't good at, and what I wasn't good at, basically. Let's just put it down to that. Not good at this, not good at that, not good at whatever. You saw that video, so goodbye. This week, what I found really helpful is in a book towards the end of the day, I've been writing what went well. So instead of ending the book, I suppose it is a journal, but it's a journal of positivity. Instead of just saying, do you know, this is totally my concept of things, that when I was growing up, you see all these films and there would be a girl or TV and they'd start off with Dear Diary, my day. Where if I was to do that, I would lose interest, and I still have to fight every day to write down what went well. But when I do that, I find that I can reflect back on my day and go, do you know what, so many things went well today, and concentrate on that instead of concentrating on what didn't go well. So I've been doing that every evening, and that's been really helpful. There's also been God, what was there was something else. So also I've put myself into positions of power. Now that's not me going, right, I'm going to take on this role, I'm going to, you know, I'm going to make other people feel like crap. That's not what I mean. What I mean is like taking control of my power and myself as a person. So instead of retreating into what somebody else wants me to do or what somebody else thinks is the right thing for me to do, I've not been doing that. I've been stepping into my power and following what I know is true and what I know is right. Now, it's not to say that I'm 100% right all the time, okay? Because one thing that life teaches me every single day is that what you think could be right or what you feel could be right isn't necessarily right all the time. And I've been proven that today by a little conversation I'll let you in. So all of this week I've been reaching out to people and messaging people. That's not me. That is not me. But this week I've gone, do you know what? I'm going to just message people and talk to people and put myself into that situation. I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to ask people for things. And it's not like asking for material things or anything like that. It's just asking questions, asking if they could do things, you know. But I've been asking people questions that I wouldn't normally be asking them, because in my head I don't want to, you know, upset them, or I don't want to you know, annoy them. But I think that says more about me as a person than what it does about anybody else, because why wouldn't I want to get to know somebody? Why wouldn't I want to form a friendship with somebody? That's silly, isn't it? It's silly how I wouldn't want to have a friendship or form a friendship with somebody because I felt like either I was bothering them or I was irritating them. That's my perception of things. It's not, I mean, if somebody was to message me on Facebook, would I ignore that or like if somebody was to talk to me in the street, would I ignore that person? Like if somebody was to stand right in front of me and go, hi Ria, like how are you? You know, how's the day been and stuff like that. So I'm on a mission when I'm about during the day, because I'm quite quick, but I wouldn't just ignore them, even if it was just one answer or two answers. I'd still acknowledge that person. I might not engage in conversation with them, but I'd still, even like video recording this, I'm seeing areas of my life where I need to improve. I'm not really a sociable person. I really struggle with it. But this week I have been pushing myself and putting myself out of the comfort zone, which to me is a difficult thing to do, and I've been doing that. So that's progressing. It's progressing in life. Yeah. But like I said, this was going to be in 2 parts. So I'm going to get out my little board that I think some of you, see what I mean? Like I can't get this whole thing. But this is good, you see, because what I'm doing here is I'm making massive mistakes in front of you all, and you can all see where I go wrong sometimes. But anyway, let's just start on this end. So we've got at the top, the first thing at the top is I am an infinite source of consciousness. Now I'll keep that on there because I do like that. But then I've got 3 musts. 1, 5 AM every day. 2, complete tasks every day. 3, eliminate can't, impossible, and it won't happen. And then down the bottom I've got today I will succeed. Today in like exclamation marks, and then today I think that's just me trying to focus on today will be the day to do what I need today. And then I've also got on the other end, I've got find a passion. Well, I have you all know I have actually found my passion, and my passion is actually helping people and understanding people and I think I found my passion. I don't know how quite to explain it, but it is definitely helping people. That's my passion, is helping people. And it's not like in a medical term where I'm going to like put a plaster on somebody and make them feel better. I think 9 times out of 10, helping somebody is just being there and listening to them. I actually did like a course this week, or I wouldn't say like a course, I listened into like a training thing, and I take lots of things from everything, and I'd love to be able to suck everything in at the moment, but I'm not quite at that level yet. But one of the things he said, and I'm gonna like ask you that, is he said, write on a piece of paper, what do I want, and then put it in your pocket. And do you know what I want? I want to be me, because that's what I really just want. I just want to be me. I don't want to be this person that follows other people's passions and doesn't follow their own. So by helping people, it's just being there in the moment with them and just listening to them. And not, you've all been there. It can't just be me that wanders into like a GP surgery or wanders into a shop, and people are really, really nice in that moment, but it's fake, it's not real. When you engage in conversation, I really struggle with this, and I need to work better at this as a person. When you have a engage in conversation and people are really, really nice, but then they're quick to be really horrible behind their backs. Now, when I say that I need to work on this, I mean that there are people out there that can have so much happen to them as a person, and yet they can continue to be in that room, and they can be brave in that room, okay? They can be strong in that room, and they can be nice in that room, and they cannot let it affect them. I really struggle. If somebody's hurt me, I really struggle to be in that area, because I feel like I've been hurt and I find it a struggle to continue to engage in a conversation with somebody that has hurt me. So a part of me loves the fact that somebody can just turn around and say, oh, hi, how are you? Like, you're doing really, really well. Like, I'm being really nice in that moment. Whereas me, I'm just like, right, that person's really annoyed me. Like, I don't want to be in the same person. I don't want to be on the same street. I don't want to be in the same room. I don't want to be in the same house. I don't want to be in the same shop. Like, that person's really hurt me. If I see them, I will make a conscious decision to walk across the other side of the street. That's an area that I have to work on, because I've not done anything wrong, so why should I take myself out of that situation? So I know it does kind of revert back to that question that he said, what do I want? Well, I just want to be me. If I'm crossing the other side of the street, because I can't feel like I can't be the right person around people, then I'm not being me, am I? I'm just retreating. So yeah, that's something that I'm working on. So I found a passion which is helping people, and I know what I want to be. I want to be me. I want to be able to just be me in any situation. I've got meditate, eat healthy, be confident, smile, be complete, write and read. It's all on the board. Brilliant, isn't it? I've read it all on the board. But do you think that I get up every day and I follow all of this stuff on the board? I'd like to say, yeah, it's that easy, but it's not. So it's okay to have it in the boards, but being okay is not going to get me anywhere, is it? So what I'm going to do is, this is what I was saying, I can't like merge. We'll see how it works. I'll be back in a second. So I'm back and I've got my board, and this is my action board, not my to-do board. because action boards are much more better than to-do boards. We'll see anyway. So basically these are my stepping stones to reach the never-ending goal that I will never actually reach. So this day is a goal, but it's not the end goal. This day is a goal, but it's not the end goal. When I get to 90 days, it will not be the end goal, because the 90th day there will be another goal, if you are following me. So the aim is to never actually reach the 90 day, because when day 1 happens, day 2 will be towards the 90 days. So basically the aim is to reach numerous goals and not be stagnant, because we don't want to be stagnant. So there is this fantastic speaker that I've listened to, and he was going on that if you can have whatever you want in life, but whenever you have that, you will never be happy, because what we want to do as human beings is we just want to grow. So if I was to be the Queen of England right now, I would not be happy, because I would want to be Queen of something else. So once I'd reached once I was the Queen of England, I wouldn't be happy, I would want more. So then I'd become the Queen of the world, I wouldn't be happy because I would want more. I'd be the Queen of the world, I wouldn't be happy because I would want more. So I could be the Queen of the universe, but I would want more. Because if you're an individual person who wants to grow, you will never be happy with just reaching your goal. But it's not to say that there aren't people out there that aren't happy with just being happy at reaching their goal. I know people that are quite happy just to be happy where they are. I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people that I like to grow. It's not to say that some people don't like to grow, it's just that other people have different ways of growing. My way of growing is just forever to be expanding and learning and knowing. And I was never good at school. I put that down personally to just my childhood and not having teachers that I felt like I could connect with, or more so along the line is that it wasn't anything that I was really engaged in. It's not something that I actually had a passion for, but I do have a passion for growth, okay, and the growth in self and self-development and constantly striving to be better as a person. So that is like my stepping stones, and I'm not concentrating on like the whole 90 days because I will never get there. And if I was to do that, I would probably drive myself insane, and I wouldn't actually reach the goal, because I would be thinking, oh my god, 65 days to go, oh my god, 75 days to go. I can't reach goals like that. I have to take one day at a time. So I recently did a burpee challenge. When I say recently, it was beginning of the year now, and it was a 100-day burpee challenge, and you had to do one extra burpee every day. So I didn't actually start to feel it until day 10. Luckily enough, we had a really good coach that set up the challenge, and his thing was just one day at a time, because at that point somebody turned around and said, everybody's thinking that this is really good and you know they can do it, but nobody's actually thinking that when they get to like 89 days, the next day they have to do 90, and then the day after do that they have to do 91, and then the day after that they have to do 92. And I can remember that moment thinking, oh my god, what have I signed up for? Because I didn't even think about that, because I was just thinking that I just have to do one more burpee. Turns out the way that I was thinking I just have to do one more burpee was the right way to think, because the coach turned around and said, just do one more burpee. So every day I was just doing one more burpee, and that's very much like this 90-day thing. Okay, so I will never actually reach my goal. This is similar to the burpee challenge, but the burpee challenge you reached your goal and it was a 100-day burpee challenge. This is the never-ending challenge because I constantly want to strive to be better. So I will never actually hit my 90 days because when I get to when I'm going along my 90 days, there will be other things that I will come across that I will need to progress, and I will need to move forward, and I will need to grow. I will put the date on there, just so that will be my starting point of where my 90 days went. So I will be putting in places things like reading, because although I was doing that, I wasn't. I've recently joined a community and I've been fixated on this community and showing up when they literally just run out of storage space. So I can't, basically, I became part of a community and I started progressing with resistance in where I was resisting, which is good because that is what I should be doing, but at the same time I need to be sucking in teachings and learning and getting back to reading the book. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So it'll be reading, consciously eating and resistance. Okay, so pushing my boundaries, being conscious of what I'm eating and reading along with everything else. So I'm going to stop it there because I think I've rambled on a bit too much, but I hope you followed. If you do want to know more about this community that I'm in, please message me because I'll be more than happy to share it with anyone because it's a fantastic community and I'm learning so much. And I'd be doing you a misjustice if I didn't invite you along to this community. I'm going personally for the self-development. There are people there that are earning way over 7-figure incomes, and they can teach you how to reach those figures. They have got many ways to teach you how to make money online. That's not an area that I want to go down yet. I'm really into the self-development and that's why I'm there. The money will come, but the money isn't what I am interested in right now. It's self-development, but they have people there that can teach you how to earn 7-figure incomes, teach you about self-development, which is where I am focused. I will look down the 7-figure income at some point, but right now this is where I know where I'm at. I will have to push myself eventually that way, and that will come. And they also, there is stuff to do with travelling on there as well that I've not delved into, but if you want to know more about any of that, just message me. You can find me on Facebook. I'm on there, Ria Holt. Our Instagram, I'm also on there, Ria Holt, and or just put a comment in the comment box and I will message you. But I'm gonna go and I will do a follow-up next week, but thank you.